What's up, guys? Welcome to Joy of the Trade. I was going to do a video on one subject, and then this crazy, insane jobs number just came out, and I wanted to talk about the economy. I want to talk about the economy because it's driving me nuts. So the weekly non-farm payrolls number. Let me share my screen. It's easier if I talk through it with you guys that way. Look at this. Check this out. So this morning, we got our change in non-farm payrolls. And a survey of the United States' most brilliant economists were expecting 1 million new jobs created last month in April. Instead, what they got was 266,000 new jobs created in April. Also terrible, they had to revise down previous months by 200,000, so or a little bit less. They revised it down from 916,000 to 770,000 jobs created in March. And so I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, these guys have no clue. They're even like worse at guessing what's going to happen than market pundits, right? What a joke. These economists are so out of pocket. These guys were off by 75% on this number here, right? And so we've got this guy who's sitting at the Federal Reserve that's leaning on people like this, but the knee-jerk reaction was that he's right. Jay Powell is right. The economy is not overheating because there are no jobs. Therefore, there is no inflation. So what happened in the 10-year yield? The 10-year yield, when that number came out, went from 1.56 all the way down to 1.48. It breached the 1.5% level, which is a key psychological number. But now we've since filled that gap a little bit. What also happened, and I'm filming this before the markets open, is that the NASDAQ future ripped, went a lot higher. Bank stocks went lower. So tech is out there happy because there's no inflation, because nobody's working. Well, I think that's a terrible sign. And I think the market might digest this a little bit later differently. So the reality is that people aren't working not because they can't work or not because the economy is not overheating, but because they don't want to work. You can still have inflation because they're debasing the currency and because there's too much money being spit out there. But people aren't working because they don't want to work. And that's causing more inflation because you have tightness in the labor market. So people don't have workers, so they have to charge you more. Duh, it's a big circle. Time is a flat circle. So it's going to be a very interesting Friday to pay attention to. I'm filming this before the market opens, so I might look like a total donkey by the end of the day, but I think the market might have a negative reaction to this before the day is closed across everything. So let's see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they champion and they cheer the weak jobs number, saying that there's no inflation, even though there is inflation, or at least we can pretend there's no inflation. And so the liquidity game continues. The little Ponzi scheme that we got going. We'll live another day. LFG, guys. Sorry about the rant. I'll be back with some more informative stuff in the next video, but I just had to get that off my chest.